All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to another one. This is the live trading room on a Thursday, 4 minutes after 2. Thank you so much for joining us. The last one for this week. Remember, we've got one on Tuesday and another one on Thursday, right? From 2 to 3. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. And yeah, we're going to get started, all right? It's going to be a cool one. It's going to be an interesting one because we have a report that's coming out. So we're going to have a look at the technicals. We're going to do a bit of update, all right? There are a few setups we spoke about on Tuesday. We're going to go over those. And then we're going to have a look at the report. We're going to have a look at the GDP. I think it's the GDP as well as the unemployment claims, all right? We're going to have a look at those and see how price is going to react. Excited to be here. I can see that you guys are back. Jules, Jason, thank you so much. And yeah, we're going to get started, right? So also maybe just let me know where you're connecting from. I already know some of you guys, right? I think the regulars, you don't have to repeat that again. I already know where you guys are from, right? But if there's anyone who's joining us for the first time, maybe do let us know where you're connecting from. And yeah, we're going to have a great session, all right? So let's go. Welcome to the live trading room. All right, so to start things, all right, just to begin things here, remember, you guys can open up an account from our website, which is tdmarkets.com, all right? If you go to the website, you will see something like this. Just click under account types, right? Under account types, and then you will come across the different accounts that we have for you, all right? So that is tdmarkets.com. Under account types, you've got different accounts that you can open, all right? Different requirements, different specs. If you guys want more information, you can send us an email to care@tdmarkets.com. It is on the chat right now, all right? For assistance, please contact us on the email on the chat. That is care@tdmarkets.com, all right? We've got Swaziland in the house. We've got Ventersburg. Oh, I almost said Ventersdorp. Ventersburg on the house. We've got Togo. Wow. Welcome. All the way from Togo. Welcome, right? So that's our website, guys. Different accounts for you. Just try them out. And yeah, anything that you need, that you require, the email is care@tdmarkets.com. All right. We also provide some education. The requirement is that you must have an account before you are able to access our education, all right, our education sessions. So make sure you open an account, get it verified, fund it, and then you stand yourself a chance to be part of our education, all right? So that is the email, or rather the website, all right? So we're going to have a look at the calendar. We're going to have a look at the charts. If you guys followed the setups we spoke about, you will notice that the majority of them went according to the analysis. I know that some of you guys were looking at gold. I went over the crypto and then we looked at gold. We looked at GBP USD. We looked at Euro USD that is still ranging. GBP USD is pushing up. We went through different setups, right? I think NZD USD, we spoke about it, that it's bullish. Gold, we spoke about it, that it's bullish, all right? So hope you guys capitalized on that. We're going to see what we can anticipate, right? Number one, is the market still trading within the same structure? Has the structure changed? If that is the case, then we're gonna look for patterns we can anticipate and formations we can anticipate. It's all about identifying that structure and trading in line with the structure. You can say a trend, you can say a structure is basically the same thing, all right? So we're gonna have a look at that. Right? While we're waiting for that report, let me go back to it. So we've got the prelim GDP that's coming out. We've got the unemployment claims all at the same time. So let's see what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen and we'll take it from there. So just a few minutes before the time, we'll then go back to the calendar and see what we can expect. All right. I think we're all ready. I can see Sifiso, Khotso, Mzwandile, Hloni in the house. We've got 38 people watching us live. We are on 5K subscribers. We've got 4 likes. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining us on the opening bell on our trading sessions. Next week, we've got NFP. So make sure you get ready, right? Make sure you get ready for it. NFP next week, on the 5th of September at 2:30. It's gonna be another one. All right, guys. So let's get it started, right? Maybe if there's something that you want me to have a look at, right? Is there any pair that you want us to go over and see what we can anticipate for the rest of this week? Let's see. You can maybe pop it on the chat, right? Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, definitely Sisonke, 100%. All right. GBP NZD, that one is falling. All right. I think we spoke about GBP NZD. It is still trapped within that correction. So maybe let's start with it. All right. So that correction we spoke about on GBP NZD has not broken out. The market has not broken out of it. So it is still trapped inside that correction. Let me just open the chart here quickly. There we go. So remember we spoke about GBP NZD pushing towards the upside, all right, because of this. So what we said is, should we get a push out of this thing, we're gonna go up, right? So at the moment, it has not really broken out, right? It is still trapped inside the correction, and it seems like it's gonna go down one more time. So look at how it's moving right now, right? Look at how it's moving right now. So this is a correction within the correction, if that makes sense. So we've got this big correction, and then we've got this correction within the correction. So what price has done here is that it's indicating to you and I that it's gonna continue pushing down one more time. It's not breaking out as yet. It's gonna continue pushing down one more time, at least according to this formation. All right. So we're anticipating one more push down. So this one is a pretty simple one. On the higher time frames, price is correcting, right? We have this impulse, and then you've got the correction. But within the correction, we've got one more push to the downside that's coming. Right? So yeah, so that's how GBP NZD is looking at the moment. I, for one, anticipate this to come back and retest this zone. Right? Either go back to retest this zone here, or retest this one here, right? Because there's a possibility that price will come back and test this structure again, right? So it seems like that correction we see within the bigger correction, it's suggesting that we definitely are pushing back down to the zone there, right? Yeah. So GBP NZD, that's how it's looking at the moment. It is quite bearish. Yeah, definitely. It is quite bearish. All right. Great stuff. So we've got gold. We spoke about gold pushing up, right? If you guys followed gold as per the Tuesday's session, you will notice that we said gold is going to push up and it's going to reach that top, right? That previous peak. Let's see what happened. Exactly. There we go. Look at this. This is what we said on Tuesday, that it's going to go up. And we said that, it's been retesting before it goes up. So the way this trend is at the moment, right? It's a break and retest. So the market would break structure. Before the trend continues, it comes back for the retest. Same thing happened. And then we said there's a high possibility that this is going to happen again. Look at that. A break, retest, we went up. So gold has reached the top, right? So now what does this mean? It means that it completes the setup we spoke about. So this setup we spoke about is done. It's complete, right? So from where gold is right now, there are two possibilities now. It's either gold is going to bounce from this area and go down, or it's going to break and go up. These are the two possibilities. When gold was pushing up, there was one possibility when it was pushing up, right? But now it has reached the top. So possibilities are it's either going to continue pushing up and then we continue looking for buys, or it's going to drop, right? But now, since we have a higher low here, since we've got a higher low, it seems like the structure needs to complete by giving us a higher high. So we've got this as our higher low. Let me just do this. We have this is our higher low, right? We need a higher high according to the structure there. So I'm anticipating it to continue and reach this top now. To reach this top. So where it is right now, I'm still bullish on this up until we reach that top. Let me do this. Yeah, I'm still bullish up until we reach that top there. Right, so a continuation there. But obviously, the market needs to break this area. Breaks that area. Maybe we could get a retest as well. Maybe we could get a retest of this. Right. Yeah, maybe we could get a retest. So this break, the retest, and the continuation towards the upside. Right. But yeah, but gold is quite bullish at the moment. All right. Gold is quite bullish at the moment. Let me just do this. All right. Apologies for that. All right. So yeah. So gold is still bullish. All right. So nothing has changed on that one. Let me just. There we go. All right. Euro USD. Euro USD is still ranging. There's nothing there for us. It is still ranging. Yeah. It is still trapped inside this range. It's still trapped inside this range. So it went back down one more time. So let's see if it will go up, right? Personally, I prefer price breaking out of the range. So when the market is trading within the range like this, it is a little bit unpredictable, right? So it's either we're going to break towards the upside or break towards the downside. So that's basically it. So while it's still within this range, I'm staying away from it. Until we either break towards the upside or we break towards the downside. So that's how gold is, not gold, but this is how Euro USD is looking at the moment, right? On the lower time frames, for sure, you are going to see trends pushing up and pushing down, right? Like for instance, you're going to see trends pushing down, pushing up, pushing down, pushing up. Yeah. I just choose to wait for the market to break out. So let's see if it's going to give us a push towards the upside or it's going to give us a push towards the downside, right? We've got this possibility. We also have this possibility here because of this range. So yeah, so this one is, it's just ranging. Nothing is happening here. Nothing is happening on this one. All right. So just being patient with it. Just being patient with it. USD Swiss, Euro Odd, and USD CAD. So USD Swiss is still pushing down, I believe. All right. So USD Swiss, this is how it's looking. So USD Swiss, once everything completes, right? Let me just do this. USD Swiss is trading within the corrective wave. So this whole thing here is a corrective wave. And then the bigger structure is still bearish. Here's the bigger structure, right? You've got a lower high. You have a lower low. So this price action here, it's a corrective wave. It's similar to this. It's a corrective wave, all right? So this corrective wave, looking at what price is doing right now, it might expand itself. However, there are two possibilities on what price would do. The overall, the biggest or the overall possibility, if I may say, that we're looking for is a continuation to the downside, right? At least since we have a lower low here, we're anticipating a lower high and for price to come back down. This is basically what we are looking for, right? According to this swing structure, according to this one here, right? So now we are dealing with this now. We are dealing with this phase in the market. But overall, we are looking for a push towards the downside, all right? Now, there's a possibility that because of this piece here, right, because of this piece, there's a possibility this correction might push price up one more time, which then it will become a little bit complex. It will expand itself, right? There's a possibility that before we go down, price is going to break towards the upside, and then it's going to go back to this top, right? Go back to this top. And then from the top, because it is still corrective, then we're going to continue looking for a continuation down like this. Because now within this big correction, what do you get? You have a continuation pattern. You've got a continuation pattern within the big correction. So this continuation pattern might push price up one more time before the pattern itself complete, right? Before the pattern complete. So it seems like we've got this possibility. However, if price drops and then it goes back down to this low, it is because of the bigger structure. It is because this is our lower high. We are going back to the lower low, right? It's because of this. But there's a possibility we might go up one more time. So this one is getting a bit complex or rather complicated. So just be patient with it, right? So we've got two possibilities on this one. I will be interested in a sell if it goes back to this area, right? I'm not looking for a sell where it is. For me personally, there's no trade where the market is, right? I'm looking for a sell. So I would be interested in selling the market once it reaches that area. That's where I'm interested in selling the market. If it goes down from here, then I'm not going to be in any trade there. I'm not going to be in any trade. All right. So let's watch out for this possibility, and then we'll take it from there. But it seems like we're going to go up one more time there. All right. So that is how Euro USD is looking. Euro AUD is bearish, right? Euro AUD is bearish. Yeah. So Euro AUD, this is how it's looking now. This is how it's looking. So look at where price is coming from. Price is coming from this top, right? Definitely, we have rejected this top. The market has bounced from this top. Now we've got this resistance, right? So this push towards the upside is complete. Price now is bouncing from that top. So now, looking at this whole thing here, right? It seems like the market is coming back down to this area. So we've got this situation. We have this push towards the upside. We've got this move down, this move up, and then we're looking for this move down. All right? Within this, we have price rejecting at the top. So we're looking for this push towards the downside there. All right? So that's what I'm looking at. Let me show you an example of this. You see this? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So we're looking at Euro AUD. So I'm going to put Euro AUD on the left, and then I want to show you guys this pattern that I'm talking about. It happens when it happens. It forms when it forms, right? But it has formed a lot of times. If you go to USD CAD, it's USD CAD. Let me go to USD CAD. If you go to USD CAD, I'm going to show you the formation I'm talking about. Right. So it's this one right here. So Euro AUD might do this. Yeah, there we go. Euro AUD might do this. Right? Price went to the top. And then after that, what happened? It went all the way down. Something similar happened also on gold, right? So you have these two tops, which is this, and then you've got this low, which is this one. So this move to the downside, it's coming back to this low. You see how it is? So Euro AUD, I'm watching out for this move that's going to come back to this low. There. It is the same pattern. All right. So yeah, so Euro AUD, I'm bearish on this one. And I'm bearish until we get back to these lows there. Until we get back to these lows. So this one is a very simple one, just looking for price, for the market to correct, because now we're in a downtrend. This is a downtrend, all right? So now we're looking for price to correct, continue going down, correction, continue going down. This is basically the trend at the moment. The trend at the moment. All right. And USD CAD, let's go back to it. All right. So with USD CAD, I want to see if it has completed the correction, because it went to that resistance, it bounced on the resistance. So I want to see if it has completed the correction. So this is the resistance here. It went back to this area. There we go. It went back to that area. You see how we have that low there? I mean that lower high there. Right. So from there, I want to see if this is going to now resume the trend to the downside now. The trend to the downside. You've got this trend here. There. Boom. There. All right. So we've got the retest, the break and the retest. Let me remove this. Yeah. We've got on the weekly time frame this candle. All right. We also have this week on the weekly time frame. There. So now I'm just going to wait for this candle to close. This is the weekly candle. We want this candle to close as a bearish candle on the weekly time frame. And then from there, we're going to then look for trading opportunities. All right. So yeah, so USD Swiss, USD CAD, it has turned bearish now. So another correction, we go down. Correction, we go down until we reach this low. That is what we are looking at. All right. Retest to which level on gold? The previous high. The previous high. This high here. The previous high. So if we can get a retest, we're just gonna follow this trend. We just follow this trend there. Right. If the market bounces from this area, it bounces from this area, right? There's a possibility we're gonna go down. But as it is right now, the trend is quite bullish. As it is at the moment. Yeah, the trend is quite bullish. GBP CAD, let's see. GBP CAD. All right, so let me just have a look at GBP CAD here to see what's happening here. GBP CAD at the moment, it's quite difficult to try and make sense of what is happening here, right? It's quite difficult because it is trading within the zone now, right? After that aggressive push down, up, you've got price doing this. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky to see what actually is going on here, right? Overall, price is going up overall, or has been going up, right? But now, what has been happening here? It's sideways. It's sideways. So this one, it might go down, it might go up because of this range. Because of that range. So it's unlike prices going down consistently or going up consistently, right? Either in a downtrend or in an uptrend. So we've got another situation here where price is sideways. So yeah, so this one, yeah, not really gonna do anything here. It's a little bit, it's quite tricky to see what price is trying to do, right? Maybe let's give it a week. Let's give it a week. Let's see what's gonna happen with this candle. Yeah, nothing is happening on GBP CAD. Nothing is happening on GBP CAD. Let's see. All right, so it's now 2:30. Let's see what's happening here. All right, so GDP came out stronger for the dollar, favors the dollar. Unemployment claims came out, it favors the dollar. The previous has been revised. So unemployment claims from a revised 234,000 unemployment claims for the previous week to now 229,000. So it has been revised, but it's still looking good. And in terms of the unemployment claims for the week, GDP came out at 3.3% from a forecast of 3.1. So this suggests a stronger dollar. It suggests a stronger dollar. So let's see what is happening here. All right, let's look at the reaction. Let's look at the reaction. So maybe let's have a look at Euro USD. Right, so we're seeing, yeah, the data favors a stronger dollar. The data favors a stronger dollar. Let me do this. Yeah, no, the data favors a stronger dollar. So you see how gold is just trying to fight around that area. Maybe let's have a look at AUD USD, because AUD USD, it is on the trend line now. It is on the trend line. So let's see what is happening here. All right, so in terms of the reaction, we don't have the reaction we are used to, right? Look at what price is doing. It just fell 6 pips. So when the news came out, the market just fell 6 pips. Yeah, this reaction, guys, it's a dangerous reaction. It's muted. It's very much muted. So this is definitely unlike NFP or CPI, where price will drop. This is another reason why we don't trade any news event because of such. So Euro USD only dropped 6 pips from the initial reaction. GBP USD also dropped about 10 pips. So you guys can see that the reaction is not that much, but let's give it time. Let's give it time. So Euro USD, let's give it time. Let's see. USD JPY. USD JPY went up at least 28 pips, at least. So let's see what USD JPY is gonna do, what AUD USD is gonna do. I don't think we're gonna have. I don't think we're gonna look at gold in this one. I don't think we're gonna look at gold on this one, right? So maybe USD JPY. Yeah, so let's see what USD JPY is gonna do. AUD USD. Yeah, GBP USD is the one that pushed. All right. Yeah. So let's give it a bit of time. But yeah, the news favors a stronger dollar. So, so then we'd expect the dollar just to strengthen according to the news. All right. Is it gonna be long term? Is it gonna be short term? I don't think it's gonna be long term. I don't think it's gonna be long term. Right. It's something that's gonna happen, and then the dust settles, and then the market follows its prevailing structure. Right. Unemployment claims are not reports that can overall change the current structure. So this offers us opportunities for scalping or to scalp. US 100, what's your take on that? It's still bullish. Nasdaq is still bullish. All right. So that one, it hasn't changed. It's still bullish. There, right? Anticipating it to go or give us one more push to the upside. Yeah, one more push to the upside. So we just need to clear out of this, and then we are looking for price to go up. All right. So this one has not changed. The structure has not changed. Still bullish. One more push up. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go back. All right, so AUD USD, USD JPY. Maybe let's see how this 5 minutes candle is gonna close. But overall, the reaction is not the one. It's not the one. Yeah, it's not the one. But let's see USD JPY. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, let's just give it a bit of time. 6 more minutes at least. Yeah. All right. So unemployment claims, GDP, this is the reaction. So let's see what's going to happen, right? Let's see what's going to happen. But in terms of the analysis, in terms of the structure, gold, we still remain bullish. Let's see. This is... Yeah, GBP USD will still remain bullish. In terms of the structure, we spoke about GBP USD on Tuesday, right? And we're looking for a push towards the downside. Towards the upside. It went down one more time and then it went up, right? So this one, we are still bullish on this one, right? GBP USD. That's why on USD CAD, we are bearish. USD Swiss, we are bearish. USD Swiss might go up one more time, but if it doesn't, it's gonna drop, right? So okay, cool. So Nasdaq, nothing has changed on that one. We spoke about CAD JPY. Now you see CAD JPY broke. CAD JPY broke towards the upside, right? With CAD JPY, I told you guys that I'm just bullish on this one, right? I'm bullish on this one. So we now have a break out of this channel, right? And we are just testing this zone here. There's a consolidation that's happening here, right? So I'm looking for a break above this zone, above this resistance. I'm looking for a break above this resistance. So I'm still keeping an eye on CAD JPY. CAD JPY. One more push up. One more push up. All right. Golden pips. I'm still in GBP USD. Yeah, we spoke about it on Tuesday, right? And this is what has happened since. Let me just clear this. So with this one, like I said, it seems like it's going back to that high there, right? We've broken out of the flag. We're going back to that high. But also just be wary of that high there, right? Just be aware of that high there, right? So price might struggle a little bit because it's a previous high. But once we break out of that high, then we know we're going back there. And then we'll see what's going to happen there. Is price going to go down? Is it going to go up? We'll see what's going to happen. All right. But GBP USD, this one is still bullish. And then we've got AUD JPY. Right? We've got AUD JPY, which is creating this. It's creating this structure here. Right? It's creating this structure here. Now this one, if it breaks above, right, I'm gonna go up with it, right? It has already created a low here. So a break above this, then it's set to resume this trend, right? That is AUD JPY. AUD JPY is currently trading within this. And then, so this correction here to complete and for price to give us one more push up there. Right, so I'm looking at AUD JPY also. Good afternoon. USD JPY. So many things drawn here. So USD JPY, it has not changed, right? It is still trading within this. Now, I would want price to break out first, right? It seems like we are now going down. I would want price to break out first before looking for any trading opportunities. This is what's going on right now. So a break towards the downside has the potential to become a trade, to give us a trade. Yeah, maybe one more push to the downside. So you got a 50. Let me do this. Yeah, so USD JPY, first of all, I would anticipate price to come and break this low. So we have this low here, right? So I would anticipate price to go down, break this low, and then from there on, it can do anything it wants to do. So I think this would be the opportunity I would look for. First, getting a break below, and looking for a push to the downside. A push to the downside. Yeah. There we go. So that's USD JPY. It hasn't changed, right? It's still the same, but once we get a break, then we should be going down. And Euro USD, once we get a break towards the upside, we should be going up. Yeah, if it breaks towards the upside, then we should be going up on this one. There we go. Yeah. So USD JPY, maybe one more push down. Right? Maybe up until this low, or even up until, yeah, I think this low would do. And then we'll come back and see what's going to happen there. All right. So that's USD JPY. All right, so let me just look at this quickly here. All right, so let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we spoke about Bitcoin on Tuesday, and I'm not bearish on Bitcoin, I'm bullish. All right, so Bitcoin, I'm waiting for this channel to break to the upside. So this low that's forming here, so I want to see if there is a lower high. So if this low is a lower high, then anywhere from here, I'm anticipating Bitcoin to push up. There's a possibility that if it doesn't break out of the channel, there's a possibility for this to come back down one more time until it breaks. So the thing with these channels is that before they break, you're going to see the market just trading in until a time where they break. So when they break, then you can expect a very aggressive move to the upside. So with Bitcoin, I'm not even looking at any more downside on this. I'm looking for upside, right? So whatever happens here, I'm just looking for this. All right, we spoke about why we are bullish on Bitcoin. All right, we are going with the institutions on this one. So institutions, when Bitcoin drops like this, what do? Are they selling? No, they are not selling. So that's what institutions are doing. When Bitcoin is going down like this, they are not selling this. They are buying and holding. Right? They're accumulating Bitcoins, right? And so we are going with that same thought process. And then we remain bullish on this one. We remain bullish. So yeah, so Bitcoin, we'll have a look at this each and every week. All right, each and every week we're here, we're gonna have a look at that and see how it has formed. All right, something like this. All right, silver is still bullish as well. So silver is going back to this high there, that high. Let me zoom out. Yeah, this is where silver is going, to that high, right? And this is to complete the structure, right? It seems like the correction I thought is gonna form differently. So I thought we're gonna get a correction like this, but it seems like we might get a correction like this. So we'll see when it forms. But for now, silver needs to complete this move by going back to this high. And then once it gets to that high, then it will depend whether it will go down or it will go up. But it needs to complete this move. All right. So that's how it's looking at the moment. Let me maybe. So right now, where it is right now, it's trading here. I don't think there's a trading opportunity where it is. The trading opportunity was here. Right, this was a clear one. So it's already gone. I don't think there's going to be anything unless something forms, right? But this move here, going all the way there. Yeah, it just needs one more push towards the upside. One more push towards the upside. All right, that is silver. All right, so silver and gold, they remain bullish, or at least we are bullish on silver and gold. And yeah, so GBP USD still waiting for it to push. So this is how things are looking. All right, nothing has changed, just a matter of time until we get those movements. Just a matter of time. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let me see. I believe that I've gone through all these pairs, right? We've got GBP NZD gold. We've gone over it. GBP USD, USD JPY. Yeah. So this is how things are looking. Let's see what's going to happen. All right. Until next week. And yeah, we'll be back with more updates. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining us. Catch us back again on Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday. Next week is going to be a busy one because we've got NFP in the mix. So we are preparing for NFP on the 5th, right? But we will be back on Tuesday, on Thursday and Friday. Thursday is going to be a very important one. And then we've got Friday as well. All right. So we'll catch you guys next week, all right? Yeah, from myself, have a great one, guys. Enjoy. Have a good one. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Cheers.